Good day and welcome to this GIS report. Reporting for the Governor's Group, I am Communications Officer Colleen Penn. The Employee Assistance Program was established in 2003 by the Department of Human Resources of the Government of the Virgin Islands. It has been strategically designed to provide free, confidential counseling and referral services for all public officers. From October 20th to the 23rd, they will celebrate a week of activities specifically designed to empower and motivate government employees. Today, we will highlight this week of activities. Joining me on the program is EAP Coordinator and Counselor, Mrs. Noreen Colwood-Lewis, and the EAP Awareness Week Committee members, Mr. Joshua Edwards and Ms. Shakima Gibbs. Guests, welcome and thank you for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Ms. Colwood-Lewis, let me start with you. Tell us a bit about the remit of the Employee Assistance Program.
It's a pleasure. The Employee Assistance Program began in 2003. The Department of Human Resources realized the importance of the whole employee and that it's important to provide services to assist employees going through various challenges, personal, work-related, and that by so doing, their productivity would increase.
How has that been going for you as a counselor charged with this great task?
Well, it has been very interesting. The program have grown throughout the years. However, the Employee Assistance Program Awareness Week began because we feel that because there's a taboo as it relates to counseling, there's a need to have a concentrated promotional campaign to let public officers know that we're here and we're available, because not as many public officers are utilizing the program as should. Many persons deal with their problems on their own, and sometimes they don't do it well, or sometimes they don't deal with it at all. And then we see the result of it in the workplace. And so therefore, it's important for us to get the word out there that the EAP is here, it's a good program, it's confidential, it's professional, and we're here to help public officers improve.
I'm glad you said that, because you said that about there's a little taboo with counseling.
Yes.
What are some of the benefits of having a trusted source where you can go and divulge and share things that are deep and burden in your heart?
Life nowadays, and I think everybody on this panel would agree, is becoming more and more challenging. There's stresses at home, at work, there's even stresses as you drive along the street, and it is so important to have a confidential source of support to just help you deal with those life challenges. Because studies have shown that when persons deal with their emotional challenges, they're more healthy. And when they don't, it results in various physical ailments. And so it's comforting to know, and for public officers, it should be comforting for them to know that there's a confidential, and I would want to emphasize free, source of support to be there to help them deal with these challenges, and that they are not alone.
Are there any times that the EAP would intervene, or any specific moments where you just reach out to public officers, apart from the week, like at the loss of a loved one or anything like that?
Yes, and in these times, especially lately, there seems to be a lot of loss, a lot of deaths taking place, and we've been doing a lot of that, reaching out, providing support individually, as well as maybe even to a whole team, and so we want persons to know whatever crisis that they're going through, personal crisis, death of a loved one, whatever it is, we're here to help them work it through.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Yes.
So now you have a whole week of activities planned.
Yes.
Let's start with the theme. What's the theme for the Employee Assistance Program's Week, Awareness Week, that's happening?
Okay, we toyed with a lot of themes, but we wanted to focus on something really, really positive this year. So our theme is Be Uplifted and Stress-Free. Utilize EAP. And the reason why we chose that theme is that we want public officers to be empowered to look at their own and be in charge of their own well-being, their own happiness, their own peace. and do whatever is required to maintain that peace despite the challenges, despite the imperfections in the workplace. And for them to know that the EAP is a viable source as they try to empower themselves to be in a good place, that the EAP is a reliable source to help them to do so.
And the week, when will the week be observed?
Well, the week is going to be observed this year from October 20th to the 23rd. It's a short work week, but we have it packed, and it's going to be fun-filled as well as educational.
Now, I know you have some members of your team here with you. Mr. Edwards, Ms. Gibbs, glad to see you here today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Mr. Edwards, Ms. Lewis spoke about the week of activities. What's going to happen on the Tuesday?
Yes, on the Tuesday, it's going to be very exciting, awesome. As the employees come, we want to just jump out at them and show them that we really appreciate them for their service. We want to tell them more about EAP and why we are here. We'll have light refreshments. We just want to show the employees, the public service, that we care and we are here to show them that we want to see that they progress and that they have great success.
I want to touch a little bit on what you said as relates to welcoming employees. How important is it in a working environment for employees to feel welcome at their place of work?
You know, John Maxwell, he always said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And to care for someone is very important. When you hire this employee, you don't just hire them for their skills and their talents, which is important, but you hire a whole person. And we want to make sure, like our EAP counselor here said so lovely, that we want to make sure that they are whole, that they can work effectively. So that's why we are here, to show them that we care and we want to keep them motivated, keep them fired up, and we just want to love on them.
I like that.
Yes.
Ms. Lewis.
Yes, Ms. Penn, what I wanted to also add, this Morning Uplift, EAP Morning Uplift, is one of our signature events. We have done that ever since we've been doing our EAP Awareness Week, and it's always been successful. What we do, we start the morning off in a nice way. We begin at 7:45. We're there to greet public officers as they come to work. You know, as Mr. Edwards said, we're going to have a little dumb bread and bush tea. And we hope to have the DG and many others, senior public officers there to assist us in greeting public officers and just share the good word that the EAP is here and give them information in terms of the various events that we have planned for the week.
I know the meet and greet that you spoke about is going to be at the complex.
At the complex.
Are we encouraging other heads at their different places of abode to also greet their employees when they come to work?
I think that's a great idea. We have various activities planned for the various other areas. And I think one of the key things, as Ms. Gibbs will discuss later on, is that appreciation day where the department head would really have an opportunity to really show their staff how much they appreciate them. But for this particular activity this year, we're mainly focusing on the central administration complex and public officers that are coming in.
All right, so that's the Tuesday.
Yes.
Tuesday, EAP Uplift, the nice meet and greet by the senior managers for public officers.
There's more for Tuesday, though.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
The EAP treasure.
Sure, I'll be talking about the treasure hunt, which we'll have for 3 days. On Tuesday, we'll have the treasure hunt at the Central Administration Complex, where public officers will be on the ground searching for these 2 bottles and they'll have like a question inside, like this. On the Wednesday, when we go to Public Works and Water and Sewage, we also have a treasure hunt there, and we associate with the officers and the other heads and managers, where we interact with them, tell them more about EAP, and discuss if they have any problems, where they can go and telephone us. On the Thursday, we'll be having our next treasure hunt in the CCT parking lot area, where we'll have those same 2 bottles hidden, where Immigration, House of Assembly, Labor Department will go and look for these 2 bottles and associate with each other, have fun, get together, get to know one another some more, and just have some little fun.
I like that, EAP treasure hunt. So you said we have to look for let's show us the bottles once more.
We have these 2 bottles.
And
Then
yeah.
they're gonna be right where you can see them, or you have
No.
to. how
You
is
have
it?
to search for them.
So they're gonna be planted on the ground somewhere.
Yes, planted on the ground somewhere.
And they have to look
Yes, you have
by
to be
the.
very vigilant.
But then it doesn't finish yet, because after they find the bottle, and they read the question, they have to answer the question and come to our EAP office to collect their special treasure.
Tell us where your office is.
Our office is located in Betita Fred building on the second floor, where training division is located.
Great. So we have the EAP Uplift on the Tuesday.
Yes.
And the EAP Treasure Hunt that goes to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yes.
Tell us what else is in store for this EAP week.
Well, and then we have our educational outreach. Unfortunately, experience have shown us in the past that public officers don't always come out in mass when we organize various events, EAP events. So therefore, we decide this year to go to them. So we are going to be taking a lot of time and going out to the different departments and spend some time. So on Wednesday, we're going to be doing 2 mini fairs. One at Public Works, Water and Sewage, since they're in such close proximity. We're going to set up, have a little fair, and our partners will be Community Health at Health Service Authority, and that includes substance abuse as well as mental health, as well as we're going to have gender affairs partnering with us. And we're going to be set up and we're going to be sharing information. We're going to be talking, interacting with public officers on those sites, and just really sharing the word. And then that's going to be in the morning. And in the afternoon, we're going to be at HM Prison. And we're going to spend the day there doing pretty much the same thing. So that's the Wednesday. So Thursday, we're going to spend some time at the various departments. We're going to break up into 2 teams. And we're going to cover 8 departments total. And we're going to go out. We're going to have a short, motivating, uplifting presentation, maybe no more than a half an hour. We're going to share some of our EAP goodies. We're going to interact with them. We're going to talk. We're going to leave them feeling good and uplifted and empowered. And we're just going to continue to just share the word. So that's the Wednesday and the Thursday, educational outreach.
You said a word, empowered.
Yes.
How
Empowered.
important is it for employees to feel empowered at the workplace?
Yes, I think it's important for everyone to be empowered. Empowered means understanding and realizing that you are in control of what happens to you and how you choose to respond to certain things. And I always like to tell persons, you may not always be able to control circumstances around you, but you're in full control as to how you choose to respond to it. What you choose to do then to improve your own situation so that this adverse situation does not affect you. And so being empowered is a powerful word. It's a word based on person taking back control as opposed to giving it to someone else.
That's very deep, very deep. Let's go to the Friday events.
Yes, Friday. Appreciation.
I love his energy.
And you know, on the Friday, we just want to show employees that they are the reason why government exists. We can't do it without them. We can't exist without the employee. We can't exist without the people running and getting the job done. So this is why we want to bring appreciation to our employees. We want the managers, we want supervisors, we want everyone on the team to appreciate each other. You can take out a friend to lunch. You can have a team meeting, go to a restaurant, enjoy a lunch, or have a dinner after work. Something to show that you care. You can have a one-on-one conversation with your friend, give them a card. You can buy a gift for them. Just something to show that you care, you appreciate this person. Because we don't want to use people in government. We don't want to make them feel that they're just here to be slave workers, to make them feel that they're just here to collect a paycheck and don't get any benefits, but we want to show them that your benefit is to be appreciated by your supervisor, your bosses, top managers, So this is what appreciation is about: uplifting you, empowering you, making you smile.
Well said. That was beautiful. Customer appreciation. And what else is planned on the Friday?
On Friday, we'll be having a clash of the public officers where we'll have 15 models. We are always running to go home when it's 4:30 or maybe going to Village Key for happy hour. But on this Friday, we want all public officers and even the public to come and watch us public officers strut our stuff on the runway. So remember, we'll be having 15 models. You wouldn't be seeing us in this kind of attire. We'll be in different kind of clothing, casual, and seeing us in even heels and wedges.
I tell you.
And other stuff. So we're trying to make it a very fun day when we are always behind the desk, drowsy. It's time for us to just loosen up on this Friday. So we'll have the public officers ripping the runway. We'll be modeling, and we'll have maybe a little goodies on the side. But we just want everyone to come out on this Friday to watch us public officers, show you that we don't always be behind the desk, but we can also have fun on this Friday.
It's a different face, a different side
Yes.
to the public officers.
Yes.
Other than always being professional all the time, but this day will just be a day to just loosen up a little bit.
I like that. I like that. So that wraps up the week of activities. You seem like it's a
think
very
so.
packed week.
Yes.
It's a short but packed week, and a
Yes.
lot of interesting programs and events that public officers can take advantage of. I hope all we hear just the public officers to let them know how important it is for them to support, to be a part, just to be engaged with what's happening for EAP Week.
I want public officers to know that the Employee Assistance Program is theirs. They need to take ownership of it. And our EAP Awareness Week is an opportunity for them to take ownership by coming out, supporting, share their thoughts and ideas, and just have a good time. Just let go, relax, and just be stress-free.
Very important. So
Yes.
as we wrap up today's program, we spoke about the EAP,
Yes.
your remit, what you're responsible for. We shared the week of activities, the theme for this year's celebration. What would your final words be to the listening public with regards to EAP, the Awareness Week, and the activities? Mr. Edwards, I'll let you go first.
Yes, what I would love to say to our public officers, the stars of this event, is that we are here and we are putting this on for you. We want you to know that if you don't come, it can't happen. And we just want to make sure that you are okay, that everything is going well with you, and that you could have a time to just relax and feel free to be yourself away from the desk. Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edwards. Ms. Gibbs?
I would like to say I would like all officers to participate. It's an event that you don't always have every year, but I would like them to always participate. Come on out, have fun, get to know one another, and just have fun.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gibbs. Ms. Coward-Lewis?
Again, I want public officers to understand the importance of mental health and taking charge of their emotional and mental health, and that our EAP program is here to assist them to do that. And as we prepare to have this week of celebration, we want them to be engaged. We want them to come out. We want them to call and utilize the program, or even just call and ask questions, because without them, the EAP does not exist.
Thank you so much, Ms. Coward-Lewis, Ms. Gibbs, Mr. Edwards, for sharing with the listening audience a bit about EAP and the week of activities that are planned for public officers. Today, we highlighted the EAP Awareness Week of Activities to be celebrated from October 20th to 23rd under the theme, Be Uplifted and Stress-Free. Utilize EAP. Public officers are encouraged to take part in this week of activities, which include the EAP Uplift, the EAP Treasure Hunt, the EAP Outreach and Educational Sessions, the Employee Appreciation Day, and the Clash of the Public Officers Fashion Show, organized in collaboration with Umi Fashions. This will be a week to remember. Thanks for listening, and until next time, reporting for the Governor's Group, I am Communications Officer Colleen Penn.